Alright guys, welcome back to the Marvel Snap video. So we just got a new patch which has data mined a bunch of new cards and also changed a few other cards. So we're going to go through all in today's video and go over all the bundles and variants that come along towards the end. So let's start off with the first two changes, which is towards Cobra. I believe before what he did was send a card over to their side, very much like Viper, Cobra, Viper, makes sense, right? But now he has been changed to activate, switch one of your opponent's created cards here to your side. So almost like a reverse Viper, but of course with created cards. This one, is he Series 4? Not too sure. This seems a little bit like or now it does, before it didn't, but now it seems more like a Series 4 card. It's not been data mined yet at Series 5, and there are currently no spotlights, so it's more likely going to be given away for a free card. Quite a few free cards in it, actually, I'm not gonna lie. Then we finally have Fanfi, which we knew already in the data mine previously. However, she's now a 4/7, which is quite nice because we do want more expensive move cards. Although I guess activate move one of your cards here to the right is kind of fine. You have to do on turn 6. If you move a Vulture and you move a Dagger in, you can then move it towards the right. I am definitely going to be opening for this spotlight. It's already been revealed a little bit. I should have probably put it on screen as well. But it's nice to see more expensive cards. Another activate card though, so it's not going to be the best in terms of like on reveal. If you're wondering what was previously, it was the exact same, but move away, not right. So at least now there's some control. Before, I guess if you want to position Madam Web towards the middle and you play Fanfi in the left, you can move an Iron Fist in. I think that's the reason for it. You play Iron Fist, you move a Vulture in, and then now you activate and you can move the Vulture back out into the Madam Web lane. So yeah, this makes a lot of sense actually. Alright, first card, we have a Battle Pass card. So that's why there's no spotlight with Esma Kaku, if that's how you pronounce it. Series 5 card, of course, on reveal, a 3/4. Copy a card from your deck into your hand and set its cost towards 3 and the power towards 4. Kind of crazy, right? I mean, you can imagine, once again, everyone's going to go towards it. Iron Man, you pull Iron Man, he's now a 3-cost card, and he also has 4 power, and you also copy it. So you're not actually, stealing the card or putting it into your hand. You still can draw that same card. It is random, so you can literally copy the bottom card of your deck. It's very much gonna be, I mean, you still have to play the card. It's still quite cheap. So on turn 4, you can play a 3-cost card, and you're hoping to pull a big one, right? That's kind of the main thing. I know, not really too much to say about this one. Also, the cards that are coming, I'm not actually too sure where they're from. I believe it's like the new era of Marvel, which is why a lot of people don't know who they are. Even my friend who's really into Marvel didn't even know who they were. So next card, we have our first actual spotlight character being Surge. Massive power creep. I mean, think about what Fastos does. He does, what, -2 or +2, I believe it is. I can't remember. It's been a while since I've actually used him. Now, she's 1 cost cheaper, and what she's going to do is, on reveal, give the top card of your deck either -1 or +1 power, and it repeats it twice after you play it. So, you're basically, you can get either -1, -1, so you get -2 in total, or you can get -1 +2, or you can get 2 +2s. You kind of get either one of the two, and it can happen twice. Crazy 2-cost card to have on turn 2. That is actually outrageous. And then the spotlight's actually a little bit stinky. The variant's cool though. I'm not gonna lie, that one on the right is really good. But it's Hope Summers and the Emperor Hulkling. Not great. I think Hope Summers was given, or was it Elsa? Elsa is free. Hope is not. I always get them confused. But Hope is like, I think Series 4 now. She might have dropped. And Emperor Hulkling is kind of mid. So, yeah, not the best spotlight week, but at least the character itself is really good. Next card is going to be Prodigy. On reveal, if this is in the back row, copy the text of the card in front. So it's going to be a 50-50 because there's 2 cards. This is a new thing they're doing. We're going to see it probably, I think, within the next season or 2 now, or probably in the next season after the current one coming out with Agamotto. There's 2 cards in front. That's the front row, and in the back row is the 3rd card and 4th card. So you won't be able to more likely play this on turn 3 because you want to have 2 cards in front, or maybe it still applies towards the 1st card in front of it. We have to wait and see how the front row actually works. But playing it on curve is probably not great because once again you don't want to copy 1-cost cards in the front, or maybe you gotta get an Ant-Man and you can Moonstone it. But then would Moonstone proc because it's a freak? It's confusing to see how it's actually going to work. It looks pretty good as like a way to, you can kind of think of it as a Mystique, but delayed Mystique. Because Mystique, you have to play the 1 card and you have to play Mystique, where it's possible you may not get that actual rotation and you get like 1, but you don't get the Mystique on turn 5, and you can then play this and you can copy the 1, and then you can play a 3-cost card in the same lane. Maybe like a Sage. I'm not too sure coming off the top of my head like the best play lines around it, but I'm sure people are going to cook and go crazy with this card. On turn spotlights though, actually pretty decent. Silver Sable, not the first time she returned, but a pretty good variant actually. Looks like the Spider-Man, like Spider-Verse little variant with the color in a little bit. And it's the first time Frigga's returned since she got on buff. So that's really good. Frigga's been one of my favorite cards, mainly because we are mostly a move deck user and we play Penny Parker. But Frigga, I think, is underrated. I think she's really good. So this can be a good spotlight. Next card, we have Elixir. Activate. The next time one of your cards is destroyed, revive it here. I'm not entirely too sure what's like the best thing you want to be doing. I can imagine like you use a Venom to destroy like a big card, and then you can res one of the cards that got destroyed into it. I mean, honestly, you can kind of even think of it as a Shang-Chi counter in a way, right? If you don't have priority going in towards like the final turn, you can activate it, and if they destroy one of your cards, he would then res, or would it be have to be beforehand? Is that actually a Shang-Chi counter? That actually might be crazy. I mean, they still have control, because if they destroy a lane, they still win the lane, but then you win the other one, so all you do is win the other lane. So, yeah, I mean, I don't know, that seems kind of crazy. I think it might be a lot of use, even outside of destroy, for this actual card. And in terms of spotlights, though, pretty good. Arisham, is that the first time we've returned? Surely it's not. I'm sure he's returned at least once beforehand, but it's a pretty good variant. I wouldn't mind even getting that. And then also Malekith, this is the first time he's returned. I personally skipped out on him. Still not interested in getting him a little bit, but if I'm opening for this card and I get him, I wouldn't be too mad about it. So that's not actually worst spotlight. Guys, you know we love move on this channel. And while, yes, there are a few move cards coming within the season, there's one outrageous move counter, which I am not looking forward to. But the first card we have Zorn, who is just a... What's that spider location where if you play a card it moves? It's that but a card, but also a bit different because it is only 3 or 4 cost cards. But yeah, pretty simple. Any 3 or 4 cost card you play here is going to move to another location. For 2 costs though, it's really good. Like you play that on 2 and then play Vulture on 3. Maybe even a Red Wing, because they're the only like actual cards that are sort of relevant in moves. Unfortunately, it does say move to another location. So like there's some RNG aspect of like you could move to like the far right, because like I see like playing a Rania on 1, playing Zorn on 2, play your Vulture like let's say like Zorn in mid, and then it moves right and you also activate a Rania, then you can't move it again, where it could possibly move left and you can activate. So it's kind of got that Hercules treatment a little bit, where like you don't know where things are going to go if you're trying to do some crazy move it all in one turn. If you want to play a basic, just playing the 1 cost card down, that's still kind of fine. And thankfully it's 2 costs, so it's not too bad. And also it is just towards yourself, because the one annoying thing about Hercules is that they can steal your Hercules. Like, they can move into it and then move a card out, and Hercules is turned off for that actual 1 turn. So, thankfully, yeah, this is overall a pretty good card I'm looking forward to. Definitely be opening, especially for the actual Spotlight week. Oh my god. I think the first time Ajax has returned, so absolutely massive W. We're definitely going to be opening for just him in itself. And also, I believe the first or second time Scream's returned, and it's a pretty good variant. Like, what a Spotlight. That must be like a 5-star, bro. That's actually insane. At least for me. Maybe people won't care too much about Zorn. But for a move player, that, yeah, insane. It is funny they put Scream there, because Scream is kind of a move counter. So now more people are going to pick her up. And then you're going to be able to counter the move players that are using Zorn during the week. But I see most people have Scream right now, because she's played way too much. Alright, the next card is going to be a Series 4 card with Kid Omega. And it's going to be activate. Destroy the next card you play this turn and gain its power. So you actually have to play the card, then it's going to destroy, and it's going to, of course, gain the power. Series 4 as well, most likely going to be free during... There are 3 of them, so I do wonder if it's going to be another Sanctum Showdown in a month or 2 now, or 2 months from when this comes out. But yeah, it's like an automatic destroy card, like kind of like Eco. So like even just playing like, I mean, obviously the big one is... You know, Deadpool. If you building up a Deadpool on turn 5, you can obviously play his card beforehand, activate, play the Deadpool, instantly destroys. He then gains the power. Of course, not the double power he's going to gain from when Deadpool destroys, but the prior probably beforehand. So it might be even like a 1-8 or 2-8 actual Deadpool. That's probably going to be what the main use is, like a Deadpool deck a little bit. But there's, I guess, also use of just destroying stuff. So you want to play like Nimrod. I mean, you could even just play... What would it be? The classic like Shuri on 4, Nimrod on 5, destroy the Nimrod on the same turn because you activate prior. The Nimrod's now have 12 power in 2 different lanes plus this lane. And then Kid Omega is going to gain another 12 power. Like, there's a bunch of stuff for a free... I mean, if he is free, we don't know. But for a Series 4 card, that's kind of crazy. Guys, we love movie cards. And this is just Cloak. It's as simple as that, right? On reveal, next turn, you can move cards to this location. The difference between Cloak is that Cloak can actually... Both players can move cards. Where this one is literally just you, so which is kind of nice. But honestly... I will say the Cloak mind games are actually kind of good, because sometimes they know you're going to move stuff in towards that lane, and then they kind of give it up, and you can just leave your like massive vulture or dagger in another lane and then try and contest that. There's a little bit of mind game there for the cloak. So I think would I use this over cloak? I don't know, because you're kind of just winning more, because cloak's a 2-cost card. And to be fair, I like the fact that we got in a 5-cost card that is like a bit of a move card a little bit, but you're hopefully plan to move things already in there, and that's 8 power. And if you're moving a vulture in, you're probably already winning anyway. Sure, it's gonna be nice to get a little extra power, right? But I will say, since I am actively a cloak user, right, there are a lot of times where you want to play like just cloak and then your vulture on turn 5. So I'm interested to see how this card's going to work a little bit, but I can't say if it's fact it's going to replace a cloak if people even use both him or cloak. I'm not actually too sure. And in the final card, what have they done? What have they done? Mercury. The text a bit off place there, my bad. You can move this once. Ongoing. Enemy cards here can't move. We got an actual move counter. I mean, if Scream wasn't already a move counter, this one just outright says, oh, you're playing Madden Web. Let me play this on top. You can't do it. I mean, granted, there are things already in the game that kind of counter that, so it's not like it's going to be an outrageous thing. This is a series 4 card, so more people might be actively using it. But the thing with move, though, and we'll see about it, is it's like, it's a decent deck. It's not the best decks. Maybe it can bounce a little bit, but you can bounce it. Or at least it was. But, like, people aren't going to be trying to counter move, if that makes sense, right? Like, I actually don't know if this can be playable. I think what you might be more inclined to do is just run Red Guardian. If you're trying to counter Madden Web, bring Red Guardian, which will counter the Madden Web, because she's 1 power. You'll just turn her off, right? And at least then you have more use in terms of actually still using Red Guardian. Even if you don't find a move player, you can still turn off other things. So, I feel like you might still want to use Red Guardian, even Rogue, for example, just steal theirs. Like, it's not like, oh, Madden Web is just dead after this card's release. But, you know, they are adding quite a few move cards, and very much like we got a Rania and Madden Web, they add Scream to kind of counter a little bit, but then Scream kind of made his own deck, and it's not really a counter. I mean, it is a counter, but you can still play around it. I don't know how I feel about this card. A little bit annoying that outright just saying you can't move it. There is some other things that I saw people talking about a little bit where you can actually play this with Cannonball. So if you see like a fat card that you want to destroy, you can literally play this, and then Cannonball can't move the card, which means he'll destroy it. So there's like sort of played a little bit like to actually like not move into another lane, which might bring back the actual like Cannonball Professor X decks a little bit. You got to be more strategic about it, right? Because you got a Professor X, and then if you're gonna be Cannonball a lane, you have to previously set up an actual Mercury, so you have to do it before turn 4. So if you're going crazy, so we'll see some use in that. I don't know if it's just gonna be like people are gonna plug her in just to counter, but it's a new card 2/2. I don't know, we'll have to wait and see, but I don't think people are gonna be plug her in just to counter Madden Web. Okay, so that's basically it for the actual cards that got leaked. There are a few other changes, like I say. Captain Card's now been buffed up by 1 power. I think Dum-Dum Dugan as well, and I believe Hydra Stopper's been buffed up towards 2 power as well, so that's quite nice. We kind of already knew about a Khonshu one. And also now we have Infinity Ultron's actual stone. So the Space Stone is going to be move the lowest power enemy card here to the location of Infinity Ultron. Don't know how good that one is. A 3/4 though, because maybe like a one cost Rania or like a Madden Web. Nothing gonna be too crazy in the final turn. Reality Stone though is add a drone here, set its power to Infinity Ultron, which is quite nice. Cause I think you could double it at one point. Put a card here from your hand. Then we have the other one, on reveal. Your on reveal abilities happen twice, so ideally you want to kind of pair these up a little bit. So like using this and this, you'll be able to move 2 cards, which might be kind of okay. This one you can add 2 drones, but you're doing it all in one location though. So you can put 2 cards here, assuming it's an empty location because you still have to play the actual stones. Double, yeah, that's I think the main one, right? For each of your 4 locations, give your cards their 2+ power. With the wait and see, I don't know. I feel like Ultron is really relying on getting the Power Stone, right? Because if you get the Power Stone, he's now 12 power, and you can now, you know, play the Reality Stone. That's 2 12 powers. That's pretty good. But I guess the main thing too, just a few of them, is like you don't have to actually use all the stones. You can just play, you know, double Ultron's power. You can still just play other things too, like just playing a double on reveal. You can use like a stage, for example. So, we'll see. All right, here we go. Some card backs. We have a Pit of Elixir. Cards with 10 or more power can't be played here. Okay, wow. A little bit counter to Scar. New X-Men login. We've kind of already gone through the spotlights. I think the only thing they've changed is the updated variants, like Speed and US Agent, which are like decent. The Rania one got added. That one's really good, though. Actually, well, I'm going to be open for that season or that actual spotlight anyway, so I'm actually going to probably use that one. New album. New variants as well. The Shield one's really good as Genie. New ultimate variants. look okay, but I don't think they've been updated in terms of animations. New premium season pass for White Queen. That's actually pretty good. All right, then we have some other ones down here. So I saw this one at Armor. Armor always gets some really good ones, bro. Arrow's good, though. That's a bundle. It's like £50. Just scroll. Oh, a copycat one's nice. It's Source Unknown. Okay. Well, Cyclops is good. It's a bundle. I'll have to get that one. Enchantress has got a good one. Firehair. This one is the anime one. Yeah, that one, I think that's in the battle pass. You actually get that for free if you or not free. Oh, the Gwynpool. Oi. She got the mask off. Oh, that's sick. Ghost Spider one's good too. Bro, we keep getting Ghost Spiders, bro. Oh, the little they always do Groot. Whenever they have Groot, it's always the kid one. Oh, Human Torch is sick. Oi. Yeah, with the gold. Oh, you have to get that one. 700 as well. That's not even too bad. Oh, the Hydra Stomp is kind of cool. White Hela. That Ultron looks so weird. Yeah, people are gonna go crazy for the magic one. That's a crazy Mockingbird one. Okay. Oh, cool Polaris. Shield is getting way too many, bro. Like, I can't keep up. Kind of similar ones they've already added, but some good silks there. Oh, wait. Oh, my God. Where is it? Oh, it's not. It's not. Okay, because I saw this bundle. This is like the Senpai bundle, I think. But it's not the actual scroll go from the... It's a good scroll go, though. Especially because it changes the scroll. But it's not the one for the login screen for Snap. 3 Storm variants in 1 update is crazy. I mean, there's a good scroll, though. I'm gonna have to get that. Depending on how much it is. And that is basically it. Oh, wow, that X-Ray is crazy. It's an art gem. Yeah, wow. I think, yeah, somebody has seen pass as well. And then cards with release date. So let's go for the bundles now. Cyclops, $15. Athena is for gold. That's not bad. She's still Series 5 as well. Most people probably have it by now, but it's not bad to see. This one, we don't know the price of. Cersei for 5k. It's Cersei. I'm not really too fussed about it. I did see his... Okay, Bullseye is $50. Yeah, I saw the Diamondback one. So Diamondback you can now buy with... It's 5k. I think it's a little bit more expensive than the actual Anti-Venom one, but the Anti-Venom one was good value. 8k though. I'm kind of glad I skipped it now, because I might be tempted to buy that for the progress. And I get Diamondback for free as well. Arrows 15. Oh, it did not show me the Gwynpool one. That can't be like £50. It's got 2k. It might be £50. I hope that's a gold bundle. That'd be sick. Same with the Squirrel Girl. It's Squirrel Girl. It's a Series 1 card. They won't make it... It'll be super cheap. This one I'm scared of because it is a Series 5 cost card. And she's only returned once. I think these are returning variants. So, guys, that is going to be wrapping up today's video. Thank you for watching. I made it towards the end. Looking forward to it, man. A lot of good cards there. A lot of, like... I mean, not in terms of like, excitement, in terms of like the characters. I have no idea who they are. But... Oh, so this is new. Wow. Banish the card that costs the least. So you can't even resurrect it. What's it? Why do I keep changing Yondu? Weird cards. I'm not gonna lie. Some of them are really weird. Definitely more excited for the next season or 2. We'll have to wait and see how they age and once we get closer towards the meta. But yeah, guys, thank you for watching today's video and yeah. Peace.